Okay, thank you for coming today to join this live session. I'm really excited about this live session, and yeah, I hope everyone saw the new website that the marketing website that we've launched. We worked, me, Alina, and Swikar, and the team that is actually writing the whole code for about 6 months, I think. I'm not very easily satisfied with things, and I want things to be perfect. And yeah, it's we still have lots of work, but the the old website that we had, that was created by me and Alina in basically a weekend. Google said, okay, we are gonna launch uh, the new API. We're gonna go live with the announcement that the new API is gonna be live, and we need a website from you. And we said, by Monday. And this was like, I don't know, Thursday. So we had to build that website in a week.
It works 8 years. It's all right.
In a weekend, and we haven't changed it pretty much since then. So that's like 5 years. So it was due to do it to have a change. Yeah, so if you notice any issues, like right now we are working on the multi-language, um, because we try to have go through as friendly for everyone, not just for people that are speaking English. Um, you know, and yeah, if you notice anything regarding the marketing website, yeah, just let us know, and we're gonna try to address it. Um, okay, so what I'm would like to like today, we're gonna talk about virtual tours and selling virtual tours and monetizing the virtual tours. And when I'm talking about virtual tours, we are talking about the overlay editor. And I'm happy to say that we are serving 300,000 virtual tours per day. That's not how many virtual tours are in GoThru, but how many times like people are embedding these virtual tours on their website. So that's how many times, like 300,000. That's a pretty uh, good number, I think. And the system is designed to be scalable. So no, we looking forward for this adventure on the virtual tour. Now, the virtual tours are starting to be noticed, and corporations are getting into using virtual tours more to showcase the space. And one of the biggest corporation that is starting to use us is Best Western in the United States, and I'm really excited about that. And then, yeah, I'm working with the International Olympic Committee, and there are many more like corporations that are going into this space. And uh, you know I would advise for you to try to pitch uh, this, like you just go and try to not only like what we've noticed is, yes, there is a demand for Google Street View, but there is a shift in what people actually want to do. And they want, like the corporation, they want to showcase the space. And when I'm saying the virtual tours, hello, Highland, um, the project that we had last year, they were mostly like not a navigable tour. You just jump around some areas. And that's why the virtual tours are good, because you don't need to create all the navigations. And in our case, we charge like $100 per panel for this project. So yeah, we had like 6 panels, so that's $600 for a school. So it's, and you don't have to spend the time in creating the navigation. Now that's what we are seeing. Now I was thinking, like, what is that our clients need, and how the, because we are trying to address an issue where people do not know they have an issue. Now, when we try to sell virtual tours, and whenever you sell something to someone, the selling part is not like, oh, I'm just showing you this and you're just gonna buy it. It works sometimes, like if the person that you're talking with is really interested into the product, but most of the time they're not gonna understand right away what the product that you are selling and how they will help, that product will help them. And I think the one of the best tactics is, one is to create an emailing list for you. So whenever you talk with someone, whenever you a new business, you get that email and then you put it in your email list, and you build gradually this email list. Now this email list, you send them articles. Like there are on LinkedIn, there are plenty of articles regarding virtual tours and how virtual tours are helping businesses. And actually, that's one thing that we're gonna start to focus is creating these articles and blog posts, like showcasing how is this virtual tour industry helping. So the idea is you have an email list, and then you start feeding that to that email list articles regarding virtual tours and how virtual tours are helping. And the people will start reading, and slowly, like, they will start to understand that actually the virtual tours are a very good tool to make everyone see the space that they have. And we have a few products in GoThru that will work towards you building the email list, and then send that email list and then feeding these articles to your clients, and all will be done through your email, like through your Gmail account. Now right now you can do that using Sendinblue. Like we found Sendinblue really good application that allows you to build this email list. You can track people like clicking on the links in your email. So well, that's, I think, uh, what people will need to do in order to get more leads and sell more virtual tours. Um, yeah. So anyone has any questions regarding that, like, or comments, or what do you think? Mm, I'm not sure, Roland. I'm not sure why do you say that sending emails is good for English speakers, because you can write the email in your own language, you know. Yeah, but
You
you're
can,
writing your own email.
Al,
Yes.
are like clients like the Best Western, is it the Best Western that's actually utilizing Go Through, or is it a
No,
photographer or a marketing
it's an
firm?
agency. It's an agency that is working closely with them. So it's not. Yeah, they have already a relationship with Best Western. So in this, they are starting to use the virtual tours. But I'm saying, so it's not gonna be like you can go to a Best Western and sell. That you need to find a corporation and try to sell this. But what I was talking about Best Western is that that's a very big corporation that is adopting the 360 technology. And what that means, it means that there is a value, like people are start to seeing the value of virtual tours, and corporations are start to seeing the values of virtual tours. So yes, publishing to Google is is good. I think it's an step in the doorway, but we shouldn't stop there. We, like, once you uh, and the way actually Alina is doing it is we get a client and we right away say, you know what, we're gonna actually, if you're gonna get the virtual tour product, yes, it's gonna be a yearly fee, but we're gonna publish the tour for free to Google. So we shift from we're gonna publish the tour for you for free to Google, but the service that we actually offer is the virtual tour. And then you put a fee, like a monthly or yearly, whatever, like how do you feel. And it's really easy right now. You create a Stripe account and you can charge with a Stripe account. You can create subscriptions for your clients. So it's really easy for anyone to. And Stripe, it actually has no fee, so no monthly fee like PayPal. And you can put your clients on this subscription. Yeah, they can send. You can in Stripe. You can send a subscription to your client. So, and yeah, and you get notified if the subscription was not paid, and you can set up reminder for the client like a few weeks before. So I think there are these tools that uh, you should use uh, to sell the virtual tours. Um, but again, like, that's what we are trying to shift more from focusing on Google and focusing more on the virtual tours.
Hello, should I ask one question?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, so I'm from India.
Mhm.
So, how can we generate leads for customers over here? Because in India, there is not much that awareness of virtual tour. So, how we can generate leads in India? So, we are just a startup of 360, and can we shoot a virtual tour by GoPro Max? Is it okay?
You can shoot panoramas with any 360 camera. It's just like the quality probably of the GoPro Max is not gonna be
Up to the
very
mark. Up
very
to the
high,
mark.
but
Yeah.
in your case I would use probably Topaz, and you can try to uh, upscale the images, you can try to
Right.
denoise the images. So
Right. Right.
I would, yes, you can start with that little camera and then you
Right.
use software to enhance the image.
Which kind of softwares we can use? Can you please help me with it?
Yeah, there is Topaz, and it's not
Topaz,
very,
Topaz.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I use Topaz only. I use Topaz and I use Lightroom to reduce the noise of the images.
Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, we would start like that. Like, but regarding selling to the Indian market,
Right.
I'm not very expert in selling in
Okay.
India. I'm
Okay.
Yeah,
uh,
I
so
just want to keep a point here.
yeah.
So, hi. So, we are going to have a couple of sessions going ahead in every week about not only the applications what go through services, but also about how to do 360. We wanted to, make people know about what all are the opportunities possible with go through and virtual reality, and how you can actually learn 360 capturing, processing it, selling to your client, and many more best practices in the 360 industry.
Right.
So we would request you to stay tuned, so that we are going to have a series of live sessions going ahead every
Sure.
week, in
Sure.
which we will be answering many of your questions, and
Sure.
it'll be a great opportunity for you as well to
I would
like
like to. I
like
would
there
like
we
to.
are categorized into three categories. Like
Right.
tier one will be the legendary photographers who know everything and they're just like pro level, and
Right.
next will be like people who are just 1 2 years into the industry, and the third will be the newbies. So we are going to have sessions categorized individually to everybody, so that everybody gets the information equally, and also it gives an opportunity for you also to expand your business and how to earn more with go through. So we
Okay,
request you
bro.
to please stay
Okay.
tuned to that. Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Sure.
Al,
Sure.
you
Sure.
can take ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. So Swikar is it's a go through. He is actually, he worked for Google India in the beginning of the Google Insight project. So he worked with Google, and then he moved and created an agency. So he started shooting 360 images, and then used go through. And since he has an agency, he offer uh, to help us go through boosting our marketing, because let's be frankly, we were not doing any marketing. Go through was just word of mouth. um, and there are other companies that are focusing more on marketing, and we get a bit we feel the pressure. Okay, so I think that that was my main idea regarding selling virtual tours. Now, one feature that we recently launched, and actually I haven't said anything, is we are now supporting custom uh, fonts. So you can upload your own font into the asset manager, and you can use it in your project. Um, what that actually means for you is the tours that are created, like especially for the Europe. Um, the tours become more GDRP friendly, because before we were using Google Fonts, so Google can track you uh, in the virtual tours. But now, if you are uploading your own fonts and you start using your own fonts from inside GoThru, there is no Google font, so there is no Google tracking. So that's a really nice implementation that we have. I haven't announced it because there is a little bit of uh, implementation we have to do for the white label domains. The fonts that are uploaded are not available yet for white label, but I suppose this week I'll find some time and make that work also. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And also, I don't know if you know, but in all these, like, I want to add them on the new marketing website. The go through virtual tours are the most we've implemented, I think, the most words. I forgot the name, but for people with disabilities. So you can use the tab on your keyboard to move between different, like the menu, the control bar. We've implemented text that can be read aloud for people that have impaired vision. Yes, yeah, it's accessibility, but there is another term with whatever it's called. So we've implemented the most regarding the accessibility for the virtual tours, and yeah, WCAG. Yeah, so we are not 100% compatible, but from all the industry, we've implemented the most. And this is a very requested feature from the educational, like universities, schools. They request that the virtual tours that you create are ADA compatible. So whenever you sell, you can say like, yes, this is the tool that will provide you the most compatible. And we always try to implement to be more compatible. So yeah, I think that's again, and we will add both the ADA compatibility plus the not tracking, because I don't know if you know, but the go through virtual tours, they do not have any cookies unless you put your Google tracking. Yeah, there is no tracking. Yes, there is some tracking that we are doing to offer you statistics, but that we obfuscate the IP addresses, so we are compatible with the requirements of GRDP. Yeah, so I would say that was the main and the core idea of the today talk is you build a list and then start email people with articles from this from our space, and then that will make the people more aware about how the virtual tours are helping them, and that will make you sell more. So that I would say, like the whole live chat that we had today, Like that would be the core of what you should do. And on our side, what we will do is we will try to focus on creating those articles and blogs, posts, and you will be able to just link to them and have material for your audience, because no one is just gonna buy something from you right away. And we know, like, I've been on the streets trying to sell. People are not, you don't find the business owner there, the decision maker most of the time. You know, I think the email, and talking with everyone else that's using GoThru, the email is the most important medium through which the sale is done. And just one email, I don't think is gonna do it. Like just sending a pitching email, I don't think is helping. And that's why we slowly have to groom the mailing list that we have, and then people will be open and you can give them a call. And so that's I think that the main direction where we're gonna see going with GoThru. Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions? Um,
Hi, Al.
yes.
How is it in terms of the marketing and if we send them articles that are go through? I guess you said that you had a white label option, so it's a matter of, uh, sharing information and informing them good decision to have a virtual tour, but we want them to hire us and not go directly to you. So any suggestions on that?
Um, yes. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I think we will try to make those articles as white label as possible, like not mentioning GoThru. Like in my case, the way I see it is, when we write an article, we're gonna write like an article regarding how virtual tours are helping restaurants, how virtual tours are helping car dealerships. So we're gonna take basically all these industries like dentist offices, and then we're gonna take samples, like, yeah, from our clients. We've shot over 700 tours also, mostly here in the GTA in Toronto. And we can talk with our clients and say, hey, can we provide some feedback, and how do you use these virtual tours? And they're gonna be probably the virtual tours that we've created, so they're gonna be a tour maker link in there. I suppose you can, yeah, because most of the articles that I did some research regarding these articles, and most of the articles are built by the company that is doing the virtual tours. So again, to me, that's a bit of a bias. But without some authority that is not biased, I'm not sure how it can be done. So I understand your concern. And we will try to see what we can do, basically, not to get your clients to come to us directly. But to me, and this is what I was talking with Alina yesterday, is we need to get all our clientele, like all our clients that we've shot for the last 10 years, put them in an email list and start sending them updates like, okay, this is what we've done in the last month, like read these articles, stuff like that, because we've lost a few big clients because we lost our contact with the um, business. uh, White label monitor environment. What do you mean by monitor environment?
Now, when the clients now go to the monitor to renew the hotspot or something like that, it's always in go through monitoring, and when it's possible, when it's a white label.
No, I think the statistics are not on a go through.
No, but
It's a
when the
G stats. I think like we have the statistics are on.
not statistics, but when the customer will monitor his tour for himself, the input.
Um, so are you talking? 1 second.
I sell the overlays that I do the monitoring, everything in the hotspot I will build, but I also sell them that the customer do their own hotspot or the things about the build by herself.
So you're talking about the overlay editor.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah, no, that's a bit more complicated to white label. Like the editor itself.
yes.
Yeah, no, it's a bit more complicated to white
Yeah, I
label
understand that,
the
but
whole.
for the future,
Uh,
think about it.
the
Yeah, because now I give them a price, and then if they go to Google and go to go through, they can see the information.
Yes, I understand that, but it's the
And that's
more. Yeah. Yeah, so I understand this need for white labeling everything, but I don't think it's possible. Uh, yeah, I see, Rob. The stats page is Tourmaker. Um, yeah, we have a G stats for Google statistics, not for the. Yeah, probably we can change or have a different domain for Tourmaker, like white label. Um, yeah, but the editor, I don't think it's doable.
As far as I understood, Al, you already implemented a function where users can, where we can make the hotspots be linked to a Google Docs document. And that way a customer could change like titles and texts and hotspot information through a Google Docs document.
Yeah, but that's not for your clients. That's done through your account. So it's not a function inside the the editor. So you have to be in your GoThru account and export, modify, and then import again.
Yes, but
Now,
this would solve Peter's dilemma, because he could make a Google Docs document, share it with the client, fill it with information, and they would be able to change it through that Google Docs document and not enter the overlay editor to edit hotspots.
yes, but if they change, you just you go into your account and you update. No,
Ah, okay, so it's not real time.
and for that we actually implemented the um, the sequence plugin. So the sequence plugin, it's a plugin for development, and you would add it while you're working with your client, and the client can refer, okay, on panel number 25 do something like that.
This is new. I've not seen this.
It's not new, but is probably it's about 4 months or so. But that's a development. I would say that's how I would consider it. Like, you add the sequence plugin while you're working, and then people can comment, like refer to the panel that you want to actually you know.
And add notes.
Yeah, you cannot add notes directly in the editor right now, but you have a different document, and in that document you can say, okay, on panel 25 do this, on panel 35 do this, and stuff like that. So the way it works, like for the hotspots, you have in the hotspot, you have the tags, and usually you can put the product tag in here. So let's say, and then once you have product tags for all your hotspots, then you can go and export no, I think it's we lost that function. Or no, I have to save, I think. So once you add the product tags,
You don't put standard tags in there? We have to do that manually?
you have to put your own tags. Like, you don't know what, yeah, that usually is the product ID or something like that, so you know what it is. No, how do you know? Like, if I'm putting a name in here,
Yeah, that way we could already start using the function. If I go to my Studio Hang tool right now, I didn't put in those tags because it didn't exist
no,
then.
but the tags
But if it would have
exist.
standard tags, like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I could edit them.
Yeah.
But now I have to go through 250 items to add my own tags.
Yeah, but how else can it be done? Like, these tags, you in order for us, like, when you export a file and then you import it again, there need to be an identifier.
Yeah.
We know what is what. Also, for you, it needs to be an identifier, so you know what data you associate to a particular hotspot. Now, this tag usually is the name of the is the product ID or something like that, and then the business is providing you the list with all the products ID, and then you add the product ID, and then they know what that product is. You know, everyone knows, and everyone talks about the same thing. Because
Yeah.
when you have like 500 products that you have to add in here, like it becomes confusing. Like if
Yes, but
you,
if you export the list and the list would just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you can see further down the list, you can see the title and the text of the hotspot.
yeah, all that. Like when you export, we export the titles, the description.
So you could identify it that way, right?
Yes, also, yeah.
So why do
But
we need to manually add those tags?
because this tag, like that's how we internally link the tours, the hotspots.
Yeah, so
There
you
is
you
no ID.
link this number, this tag, you link it to the number of the hotspot in GoThru or Toolmaker.
Yes.
Why not use the original tag or the original code to link it to that one?
No, because we need the, like I understand what you're saying. Why don't we take the title and automatically add it here? No.
Yeah, for example.
Yeah.
So we could start use it immediately.
Yeah, probably it makes sense to add the title in here, but sometimes the title are not probably the same, are the same like on multiple products or something like that. Again, I can have my team to add this, but this will be probably to the new tours and not a feature that propagates through all the tours. So when you start creating a new tour, you start adding titles. The title can
Yes,
be
but
added.
for me, there are a lot of tours where I would have loved to have this, but I haven't gotten to it because I have to manually put in all those tags. And I would have loved for it to be there, ready to use. Just export the whole data set, open it up in Google Docs and start editing there.
Yeah. Again, we for now, if we when we implement this, like automatically get the titles in the tags, it's gonna be a feature of new created tours and not all, because all the data that we have in the virtual tours, the data is saved in a JSON file. So it's not in a database. Yeah, we don't kill the
Okay.
database and stuff like that. So that's why for me it's hard. I cannot search, right? I'm going into a database, I'm just searching for tours with hotspots or for tours with with the gallery. Like I cannot do that type of search because that information is not really very easy for me. I've made
Okay.
it easy from the point of view of serving the tour fast. Yeah. So the infrastructure of the how the virtual tours are built is, don't like make it modular, make it work independent of a database, so you can download it, make it as fast as we can. And actually, the tours that we have are one of the fastest tours. So if we go to GT metrics, and let's take the tour maker sample tour. Oops, no, that's and we can analyze. So right now it's really busy in, let's say, London. So we are already in London and can do an analyzing. And usually I'm doing 2 or 3 when I'm checking the speed. It's not that good now. Usually we get into the 80, 90 on the speed side. Yeah, but whenever we did in implementing, like we have right now, I think 9 servers worldwide, and each of them is caching everything, like the database, the files, the images, everything is cached locally. So when you request a tour, being in Europe, it will become either from our Rotterdam server.
Some work to do.
No, it's actually pretty fast, but
Yeah, I know. I know.
it's a bit. Let me check actually the London server and see how many requests we have right now there. So usually we are in the 1.9 seconds, so I'm not sure why it's that low, but probably for you, if you test it on your local machine, it's not taking 3 seconds for the tour to load. Yeah, but if there are any other questions.
A tiny one. Is the rotating on or off, is that also a URL parameter I could use to turn it on or off?
I don't think so. I know. So I know we were, Rob, we were talking about this, and actually I've used it for the GoThru website. So in GoThru, so this is TourMaker actually,
Yeah, I'm using it as well, like this.
And if you see, I'm disabling the zoom.
Yeah.
And I can pan left and right. So, and this is actually written in GoThru. Everything, like this is TourMaker, like the text is TourMaker, this is TourMaker, this, the pause. Everything is TourMaker here.
Okay.
And we've used that, everywhere. Like, no, that's a video. But yeah, so this is actually after talking with you, I've used that and we've implemented, and you can check the code for the embed, and we have no zoom and no interact.
Yeah, the no interact, yeah.
Yeah, so no interact is basically when I'm moving my mouse over, the panel is not stopping rotating.
Yeah, the web builder for one of my clients, they really did it well, and I wanted to use that more often with other clients, but it's so hard to get it to work right. It's like one example is over here. Let me type it in
Yeah,
there.
so again, like if you need then no panning, like you can write me an email and then I can add it to the to-do list, and then we can stop auto rotating if that's a requirement. But I think these no zoom and no interact are really good for having headers like on your website.
I think this is the one. They also have, there is the no interact is another one, because if you click on it, the whole web page scrolls down or it pushes it down.
So So do they use no interacting here?
No, it's another one. I don't know exactly which one it was.
No, I see they have the zoom. So
Something with pointer effect, I think.
I would use the no zoom in here.
Okay. I just wanted to share an update to everybody. It would be great if you can just give a glance about the website, the updated website, and we can just share few pointers how the new website can be more interactive and more accessible for them to learn new things and understand the industry in a better way, and give some ideas about projections. So can you please share the screen and show the website once, please? And also later we will also give a small introduction about the going ahead live sessions. So what is our agenda and what are we planning from go through about how we help our clients that are the photographers and agencies around the world on building more and capturing more virtual reality tours in a better way with top quality output, at the same time top quality features which make you a 360 photographer to stand out on behalf of any other application users, and showcase your product and the tour in a very premium way. So yeah, can you start it from the first, Al, please? And so as we have all categories of content creators here, from newbies to pros and legendary users, so for all of them we have tried to accumulate all the content which helps you easily access go through, at the same time have a really good UI which makes you inspired to create your own websites as well in a creative way, because everybody is it is a B2B business. So we also wanted to give basically Al wanted to showcase the state of the art website, how a virtual reality company's website should be. So he has put in a lot of efforts and energy onto showcasing the dynamics and visualization of a virtual reality software company. So we had made a few videos. Like, this is the intro video which we did in the new website. So it just gives you a glimpse about go through. For newbies, they can actually understand what go through is in just few seconds with this video on how actually go through helps you uh, build better virtual tours. So yeah, can we come down, Al? And we have added few pros and cons as well on the top. At the same time, the major aspects of go through are the, as you know, the street view moderator and virtual tour creator. So as Google is moving on to a next new beginnings, so street view users have reduced a bit, and virtual tour create like virtual tours, hosted virtual tours, custom virtual tours are being taken over by all the content creators. Like as we are doing from go through a B2B business, but you are doing B2C. So all the customers around the world, like let it be any industry. So we'll come to that point also. So any industry, the need of the hour due to the pandemic is that people want to see and experience the space, experience the business. Like their customers want to know more about the business, and have a look and feel better than a general static photo or a video. So that's where the virtual reality tour, hosted virtual reality tour with guided option comes in place, which is the state of the art form of imagery consumption, and which interacts with the user. It's like literally taking over the this is of a university which we did a small explanatory video. So let's say a student is planning to go to this university. So with just a click in the website, he can actually take his whole family and their parents to the university and just make them walk over what all are there in the university. So even that helps them in taking a decision quickly. So like that, there are the guided hosted tour is the future. That is the future of virtual reality tours and content consumption. So that's where we wanted to focus more on tour maker and give you guys better equipped the functionalities which can make your tours look better, feel better to the end users. So that's how the business is generated. Yeah. So, and we are also focusing on the VR app. So going ahead, we'll be having few more additions to that, but that will be on a little slower pace. But the main aspect of agenda is to incorporate more tour maker tools than just Google Street View tours. So because you can get the branding, you like all the pro and legendary users already know every bit of it, but there are going to be many advancements in coming few weeks, and which will give you more functionalities and dynamic features which will be stand making your tour stand out from like any other tour built on any other application. So, and also we wanted to highlight the 360 video creator. So being the centralized platform for videos, the YouTube platform right now in the world is having the highest user base in the world on video consumption. So we are going to have a few best practices, pros and cons about each our product, which you can sell to your customers as an add-on, because video like 360 video, like just like this whatever you're seeing, is going to be just quick video format of the entire property in any angle they want, basically. So they just don't need a cinematographer to build some good, really good video and all, because this is a 360 tour. If it's having good quality, the video can be 4K as well, and they can you can make a guided video of that, which they can use in multiple forms, like let it be digital marketing of a rental property or a resort or any business. So if they just want to run digital ads, you can just try to add this on as a top-up add-on service, where you can just charge a bit for it and give them a video format of the tour, which is more relatably connecting to the digital platforms, as VR has a limitations. But they can even like let's say the YouTube video is being promoted, so they can just add a VR link as well to it, and the users can click that link and they can directly go to the VR tour and experience it in more better way. But creating the content from VR in a more accessible way, then 362 video creator is going to help a lot. And we wanted to make those points come out to you guys also, because that helps you to keep the pros in front of the client to understand, okay, this is a really great add-on. So in your business perspective also, we thought that those will be helping out on closing the deals in a better way than the competitors, if you have any. And coming to the blue line publishing, so this like after, as you know, Google has updated few new features and functionalities. So blue line is on the hype right now, like how Street View was before. So the Street View functionality is taking a toll, like really good one recent days, when you have like big properties, you wanted to capture like a really big resort or a really big real estate property under construction and all. So this feature has added more value proportion to the photographers and agencies, because that is the trend right now. Because as you know it right now, the users and the sorry, and the end customers will be awestruck by seeing some content like this. So we suggest everyone to be stay tuned to our going ahead live sessions, where we'll be talking much more about each and every product and how actually it helps you sell to the customer. Because it's we know that you guys already know 60-70% more about the product and what it works and all, but we wanted to give some more ideas on how you can utilize these pro points to your customers and make a better visualization to the user and the end customer, and convert your lead to a customer. So yeah, you can come down now. So yeah, real estate and these properties like Tourmaker, we have seen a surge in real estate tours with the help of Tourmaker, because as you know, the pandemic and all, like people have drastically dropped down their travel plans, and let it be real estate properties and homestays. So everywhere the accommodation and real estate property segment of industry has taken a really great hike. And we also wanted to share few trend updates on movement marketing, where as per the trend in the world, there few industries try to take a hike, like when Elon Musk bought Twitter. So there was a hike by 4.5% in their stock, and he immediately, like 3 days later, he told his uh, plan to take that is on hold. So the industries change their behavior by time. So we wanted to keep you guys updated with these few industry updates, where you can concentrate on that kind of industry clients few weeks, and also you might get better leads and conversions. So we wanted to help you all with the marketing aspect, also with overall general ideology. And yeah, here we come to the industries where we have added all the categories of businesses and industries which you can pitch on.
But this
So
is this is a small, yeah. It's you cannot have all the industries. Basically, any part of life
yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah, but Al has recently taken a VR tour of his cousin's wedding. So that was like something really out of the box. So getting a VR tour of a wedding, like, people spend a lot on the decor and all. So there are many aspects where VR will be integrated very soon, and already has been integrated. So we just want you guys to, keep the hands on different industries, try different aspects, because might be real estate tours may have a hike, but there is a need of photographers in few countries. But there might be you're concentrating on architecture, and you're concentrating on industries like hospitality and others, but not on real estate. But actually, in that country, real estate has more requirement. So I wanted to help all the photographers and agencies who are our customer targets to get few updates from GoThru, which can might be help you on getting more leads and conversions. So we'll be having a list of live sessions every week going ahead at the same time. So we will be sharing the topics of conversation as well going ahead, and few mail trails about the best practices and how the VR industry is converting into a better ecosystem, so that you guys get up to date information about the industry. And we're going to also launch how to do 360. So that is a very big program, but it's going to take a little bit of more time, where users, like newbies, basically the newbies, we wanted people like who are general photographers and all, also to know how virtual reality works, how they can capture and use go through to build virtual tools. So we are trying to do multiple things which can help our photographers and agencies to get more leads. And you have any doubts, please feel free to connect us on social media as well, so we can even help you out with one-on-one queries if you have anything, and build a group where we can actually make virtual travel together in this virtual reality ecosystem being integrated to the generation, where this decade virtual reality is going to take over static photos and videos. So this decade we have to be part of the greatest changeover, and also help you guys on how to get content consumption in a better way. So that's it from our side. So I hope you all have liked the new website, because it's a drastic changeover, and we're going to keep you all posted about all our activities, live sessions, and best practice and all on our social media platforms. So request you all to please follow us on the social media platforms, and keep posted. We will be also sharing mails on the emailer with the live sessions as well, so which can make you get connected with our updates as well. So, and Al will be taking care of all the conversation one to one directly with you guys, because uh, he is the master of virtual reality application and the content creation part, because he's been in this industry for a decade. So he will be directly in touch with you guys in the live sessions to guide you all if you have any queries, if you want any technical issues, anything on a personal level as well, on our live sessions, which will be really interactive. And we are looking forward to have you all every week, and travel together in this uh, changeover, and be part of the biggest ecosystem change this year. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, sweetheart. Like, you gave me a break of speaking after 1 hour. So yeah,
Thank
actually, after this meeting, I'm headed for another meeting where I'm talking with Google, and I already have a list of things that I want to bring up to them and see the results. So hopefully, after that meeting, I will be posting some news on the Facebook group and update you if I'm allowed on things, on how things are moving on Google side. Okay, so I would say let's wrap up the meeting right now. Thank you everyone for being here, and hopefully everyone learn a bit today, a bit more, and we all going to, yeah. So Rob, yeah, I'm just reading on the side. Okay, yeah. So looking forward to see you in the next live session. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.
Thanks, Al.
Ciao, grazie. Ciao,
Ciao
ciao.
Giulio.
Thank you, Al. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.